ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಸಂಸಾರ ಮಾಡೋದು.
Okay, you see the Taylor two-life equation is given by Vt to the power of n is equal to constant. Okay, so for same combination of tool and workpiece material, so if you are operating the workpiece material, same workpiece material with same tool, so with different speed and if you are changing the speed, the tool life will also change. So if operating on the same workpiece material with same tool, so this equation can also written as V1 T1 to the power of n is equal to V2 T2 to the power of n. For the same combination of workpiece and tool material, exponential will constant n is not changed. Okay, V1 T1 to the power of n is equal to V2 T to the power of n. So when you can write, if you are operating with same tool on the same workpiece material, okay, you can use the same exponent V1 T1 to the power of n is equal to V2 T2 to the power of n. Suppose if you are using a different tool, you are machining on a mild steel workpiece. In the first case, if you use a HSS tool, in the second case, if you use a carbide tool, then you cannot write like this: V1 T1 to the power of n is equal to V2 T2 to the power of n. If you are operating on the same workpiece material with same tool, then with different cutting speed, then you can write this equation as V1 T1 to the power of n is equal to V2 T2 to the power of n. Okay. So as this graph shows, tool life exponentially increases. Okay, tool life exponentially increases with reducing the cutting speed. You see, as you reducing the cutting speed, so the life of the tool will be increases exponentially. Okay, so the life of the tool will be increases exponentially by reducing the cutting speed. At certain speed, at certain minimum speed, okay, the life of the tool will be constant. Okay, it will be constant. So the cutting life will be exponentially increases by reducing the cutting speed. Okay, so the second graph shows a logarithmic scale. So if you plot a logarithmic value of cutting speed versus logarithmic value of tool life, it will be having a straight line, linear curve. Okay,
Yes,
a
sir.
lathe running at a speed of 30 meter per minute. It is 30 meter per minute. Cut a mild steel rod of 160 millimeter diameter with HSS tool. The life of the tool under this condition was observed to be 2.1 hours. When the cutting speed reduces to 25 meter per minute, the tool life was observed to be 5.2 hours. Using 5 meter per minute cutting speed, tool life increases from 2.1 hour to 5.2 hours. Calculate the value of constant C and the exponent n in the tool life equation. Cutting speed is given 30 meter per minute. Okay, diameter of the workpiece material is given as 160 mm. It is we are not going to use that data. Okay, per minute the tool life is given as 2.1 hour. You have to convert into minute. So how to convert 2.1 hour into minute? You multiply 2 into 60. So for 1 hour 60 minutes, 2 into 60 plus 0.1 is nothing but you can write it as 1 divided by 10 into 60. So that will reduce to 6. So okay, 2 life will be 120 plus 6. That is 126 minute. They are also given when the cutting speed reduces to 25 meter per minute, tool life is observed as 5.2 hours. So 5.2 hours can be written as 5 into 60 plus or 2 divided by 10 into 60. Okay. So 5 into 60 is nothing but 300 plus 2 by 10 into 60 is nothing but 12. Okay. 312 minutes. Reducing a smaller cutting speed, increase tool life increases from 2.1 hour to 5.2 hours. Find out machining constant C and N. Okay, the machining constant C and exponential constant N. So as you know, Vt to the power of n is equal to constant Taylor tool life equation. For working on the same workpiece material with same tool, you can rewrite this expression. Okay, when the two conditions are given, so you can rewrite this as V1 T1 to the power of n is equal to V2 T2 to the power of n. Here we are interesting to find out n value because we know V1 T1 and V2 T2. Cutting speed and tool life in both the condition you know. Okay, in two cases you know. Here you are trying to find out n value. So we can rewrite this equation as V1 by V2 and T2 by T1 to the power of n. T2 by T1, it is not Tn, you take it as T1. Okay, so substitute the value of V1 and V2. V1 is 30 meter per minute, V2 is 25 meter per minute. Similarly, T2 is 312 minute, T1 is 126 minute. After substituting, 30 divided by 25 is 1.2 and 312 divided by 126 is 2.476 to the power of n. So in order to find out n value, here you have to take natural log on both sides. So if you take natural log on both sides, so you will get ln of 1.2 is equal to n into ln of 2.476. Okay, and 0.1823 ln 2.476 is nothing but 0.9067. Okay, so by taking this ratio, n value will get 0.201. N is 0.201. C. By taking only one condition, you can find out C, isn't it? V1 T1 to the power of n is equal to C, or V2 T2 to the power of n is equal to C. So V1 T1 to the power of n is equal to C. Okay. So if you substitute V1 value 30 meter per minute and T1 value 126, the n value is 0.201. The C value is 79.3. The condition Taylor tool life equation is V1 or V T to the power of 0.201 is equal to 79.3. The tool life for HSS tool is expressed by the relation Vt to the power of 1 by 7 is equal to C1, and for tungsten carbide Vt to the power of 1 by 5 is equal to C2. See here, as the tool changes, HSS tool and carbide tool, here they given Taylor tool life equation for two cutting tool. Here C value also change. In first condition HSS tool it is C1. For tungsten tool it is C2. As the tool material changes, C value also changes and also exponential also changes. For HSS tool it is n value is 1 by 7. For carbide tool n value is 1 by 5 they given. Okay. If the tool life for cutting speed of 24 meter per minute, compare the life of the two tools at a speed of 30 meter per minute. For both HSS and carbide tool, initial condition is same. V1 24 meter per minute, T1 128 minute. Okay, so let's calculate what is the machining constant first for HSS tool. Okay, the HSS tool, the Taylor tool life equation is given as Vt to the power of 1 by 7 is equal to C1. Put the initial condition V1 is equal to 24 meter per minute, T1 is equal to 128 minute. Okay, T1 is equal to 48. So once you find out C1, okay, so what is the value of T2? You have to for HSS tool, what is the value of T2? Vt to the power of 1 by 7 is equal to C1, 48. So if you substitute 30 meter per minute cutting speed, tool life is 26.84. Similarly, find out machining constant for tungsten carbide. For tungsten carbide, given Taylor tool life equation Vt to the power of 1 by 5 is equal to C2. Substitute the initial condition 24 meter per minute as cutting speed and 128 as tool life. So you will get C2 is equal to 63.33. So now for the 30 meter per minute, find out what is the tool life for tungsten carbide. Vt to the power of 1 by 5 is equal to C2. The V value is 30 into T to the power of 1 by 5 is equal to 63.33. T to the power of 1 by 5 is equal to 63.33 divided by 30. It will give 2.111. So T is equal to 2.11. It will be 41.9 or 42. Okay. Of the problem statement, they ask to compare tool life of carbide and HSS tool. You take the ratio of carbide tool life and HSS tool life like this. You take the ratio T suffix HSS divided by T suffix TC. TC means tungsten carbide. Tool life of HSS is 26.84. Tool life of tungsten carbide is 41.9. If you take the ratio, it will give 0.64. Tool life of HSS is 0.64 times tool life of TC. In other way, you can also write it as, you can write TTC, T suffix TC. Tool life of tungsten carbide is equal to tool life of HSS divided by 0.64. So tungsten carbide tool life is 1.56 times HSS tool life. Okay, almost tungsten carbide is giving 56% more tool life compared to HSS tool. Okay, so take down the problem statement. Determine the percentage change in cutting speed required to give 60% reduction in tool life. Speed bar life of the tool relationship is given by Vt to the power of n is equal to constant. Here n value is given as 0.2. Hence you take the initial tool life. Let's initial tool life is T1 and corresponding speed is V1. Percent reduction in tool life is nothing but T1 minus 0.6 T1. From initial tool life, second tool life is reduced to 60% of initial tool life. So T2 is equal to T1 minus 0.6 T1. So is equal to 0.4 times T1 and corresponding speed is V2. So substitute the values in the equation. V1 T1 to the power of n is equal to V2 T2 to the power of n. V1 T1 to the power of 0.2 is equal to, instead of T2 you substitute as 0.4 times T1 to the power of 0.2. V1 by V2 is equal to 0.4 times T1 divided by T1 to the power of 0.2. So you can cancel T1, right? It is there in equation as V1 by V2 is equal to 0.4 to the power of 0.2. 0.83832. V2 is equal to 1.2 times V1. V2 is equal to 1.2 times V1. Here, when the tool loses 60% of its life, the speed has been increases to 1.2 times of the initial speed. Percentage change in cutting speed is equal to V2 minus V1 divided by V1 into 100. You know V2 in terms of V1. V2 is equal to 1.2 times V1. So you can write it as 1.2 V1 minus V1 divided by V1 into 100. 1.2 V1 minus V1 you can write it as 0.2 V1. 0.2 V1 divided by V1 is nothing but 0.2. Okay. So V1 will cancel out. So percentage change in cutting speed is 20%. The tool life testing on a lathe under dry cutting condition gave N and C of Taylor's tool life equation as 0.12 and 130 meter per minute respectively. This is under dry condition. Understand the question here. Initial information is with respect to dry condition. Dry condition means without the use of coolant. Okay. Respectively. After that they given when a coolant was used. When a coolant was used, C increased by 10%. the machining constant value C increased by 10% when the coolant is used. Find the percentage increasing in tool life with the use of coolant at a cutting speed of 90 meter per minute. Initially, what they given in dry condition and coolant condition. Even in dry condition and coolant condition, we are using same feed and depth of cut. You assume same speed and depth of cut. Feed value also same. So that exponent n will not change, 0.12. Okay. C value depends on machining condition. It is depends on tool material, workpiece or use of coolant. If you change the tool, C value will change. If you change the workpiece also, C value will change. If you use the coolant also, C value will change. Yes, VD, V suffix D, cutting speed under dry condition. Coolant condition as VC, V suffix C, cutting speed under coolant condition. Both the cutting speed is same. In the dry condition as well as coolant condition, we are operating at 90 meter per minute. So, left side I taken dry condition value, n is equal to 0.12. CD, C suffix D is machining constant under dry condition, 130 meter per minute. V value is same for both dry and wet condition. Operating at same cutting speed. Here this problem gives effect of coolant. You can understand in this problem. So V is equal to 90 meter per minute in both the cases, in dry condition as well as coolant condition. This life of the tool in dry condition is equal to TD, T suffix D. Life of the tool in coolant condition is TC. Okay. Let's find out what is TD first. So here, because you know exponent n value, CD value, you know V value. First you find out what is the tool life in dry condition. Where TD is nothing but T suffix D is nothing but tool life in dry condition. C suffix D is nothing but machining constant in dry condition. So substitute the values equation, you write it as TD to the power of 0.12 is equal to 130 divided by 90. TD is equal to 130 divided by 90 to the power of 1 divided by 0.12. 1 divided by 0.12 is nothing but 8.334. 130 divided by 90 is nothing but 1.44. So 1.44 to the power of 8.334 is equal to, we will get TD is equal to 20.842 minute. With coolant, you calculate tool life with coolant. The cutting speed will not change, it is 90 only. N value will not change, but with the use of coolant, as they given in problem statement, C value increased by 10%. Initial C value under dry condition is 130. 10% increment is nothing but 1.1 times 1.1 into 130. It will give 143. It is TC. TC is equal to 143 divided by 90 to the power of 1 by 0.12. Because of use of coolant, tool life is increased to 47.4 minute. 7.4 minute. See here, we are not changing cutting speed. In dry condition, when you are operating at 90 meter per minute, you will get the tool life of 21 minute. Because of use of coolant, tool life is increased to 47.4 minute. Even though you are operating at same cutting speed, your tool life increases twice. Okay, more than 2 times. What is the further percentage change in tool life is nothing but dry condition and coolant condition. You compare and find out what is the percentage increasing in tool life. So you take this percentage increasing in tool life with the use of coolant. percentage increase in tool life with the use of coolant is equal to TC, tool life under coolant condition minus tool life under dry condition divided by tool life under dry condition into 100. So if you calculate the TC value 47.4, TD value 20.85 divided by 20.85, you will give, see here, 127.3 is the percentage increasing in tool life just because of use of coolant. Even though cutting speed is same, because of use of coolant, tool life increased to 127% of initial tool life. 100% is nothing but it is doubled. 127% is nothing but more than double value.
This completes the numericals on tool life. This will complete numericals on tool life. Uh, Thank you for watching. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.